chicken is?
We went on a ruck, and along the ruck there were a bunch of different stations that we needed to document different activities that were going on in a low light environment. It's not just us trying to make pretty photos, it's instead saying I need to get something real world. I need to make sure that the whole scene is actually being documented correctly.
It's pretty humid out right now. It's like over 90 today, so it was pretty good training and pretty tired. We learned a lot of low light techniques and some night vision ops. We did some sensitive site exploitation. There was M4 magazines, a couple weapons, just things like that.
I'm pulling the gun out.
Gathering this information, it helps combatant commanders, and they're not there on the battlefield seeing what's happening, so our imagery that gets forwarded up to them, they're able to see what's going down.
So Spring Chicken is a 2-night combat camera exercise where we learn how to be proficient with all of our gear, making sure that we have everything set up properly and understand actually how to use it before we actually end up going out into the field.
All right, so once it actually gives that nice audible click, there's a couple different settings that go on with your night vision.
So tonight they're going to be going out and shooting a little bit of night vision imagery, going around the base and figuring out their gear.
That's not bad.
Kind of moonish?
Yeah.
Looks like it's in a tree.
Let me show you this.
Yesterday it was kind of a perfect starter, like warm-up exercise.
That would be so cool if it was in focus.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Let's
to
do
it
it
again.
So the challenge was
Thank you.
we had a sheet filled with some things that we needed to find and shoot photos and videos of. We're early in the challenge, we'll see how it goes.
You know, when there's light outside and it's a little bit easier to see people moving around, but as that light starts to go away, it gets harder to kind of identify in your peripheral vision where people are moving.
Never shot with an astroscope before, so it was really good to get familiar with that, especially since most of what we do is low light. So yeah, this was really good training for that.
It's important that we go out and do things in these kinds of scenarios. That way, if we mess up, we can mess up in this fake environment, but have that experience to pull on when we're out in a real world environment.
Yeah, I definitely feel way more comfortable with the gear. So this was like huge. It was eye-opening for me. Kind of gave me an idea of what I'd be doing with my upcoming deployment that I'm going to be leaving in the fall. This definitely helps me out, I feel like.
I'm just hoping everything turned out right, seeing what kind of like lessons and takeaways that I'll be able to get.